Hey guys, it's Psycho Hark here, and welcome to episode 3 of the season 4 of Sporting Gijon Career Mode. And we have a transfer offer here for Borja Lopez, which we're just gonna go ahead and counter offer. And anyway, we've had some interesting transfer action in the last few episodes, gotten some great players, and now guys is when the real games start. I think we had the league game last episode, if I'm not totally wrong. We might not have, but anyway, we have the game against Celtic now. If you watched last episode, you will know that we tied 2-2 with them in the first round. And obviously, guys, I think I said it wrong last time. So this is actually this is the qualification into the Champions League. So it's not the group stage yet. So we're playing Celtic. We tied 2-2 away, which means that we still have that away goal advantage, and that if we tie 1-1, we go through. If we tie 0-0, we go through, or if we win the game, we go through. So basically, this is really in our hands at the moment. We really do have a great chance to go through, and I do have some fitness issues that I have to deal with first before jumping into the game. Obviously, Luis Eduardo got injured for 3 weeks, which is a little bit disappointing, but I put out a pretty fit lineup and a decently strong one as well. And I felt that last game I was really unlucky because I was up 2-0, and then I would argue that because of some yay bullshit, I basically uh, I let in 2 goals, in the final few minutes, and I tied the game 2-2. And they get a good opportunity here in the middle, and Zuma with an absolutely fantastic tackle. And that, oh God, and somehow that's called a penalty. They get a penalty, but oh, thank God, I was so sure they were going to score that. But that's karma for you, bitch, right there, because that was a fantastic challenge from Kurt Zuma. But somehow the ref called a penalty. So referees are retards in this game. Anyway, they had another chance, and they're really pushing me at this point. In the 33rd minute, Forrest comes through on goal, and he's just going to finish that in the near post because it's so OP. And we're down 1-1, which is not good at all, because they're up 3-2 on aggregate right now. So things aren't looking good. And as we go into the second half, I brought on a few players. I brought on Juan Mata there, as you can see in the top left. Zaha also to the right wing, just to give a little bit more of that pace, which is really what we needed at this point, because I felt that my attack had been kind of meh, in the first half, no real prowess in there. So in the 70th minute, Juan Mata plays the ball to Zaha, and the ball goes out for a corner. The two guys I brought on substitution playing well there together, and they make a substitution. Juan Mata whips in the corner. Can we get anything from this? Borja Lopez gets his head on it. No, he doesn't. The ball falls away. It falls to Casemiro, and Casemiro takes a great strike into the bottom left corner, making the score 1-1, and putting us on aggregate to a 3-3 situation, but with one more away goal. So that could prove a vital goal if we want to make it to the Champions League. Nahar playing it to Casemiro there, and he just has a split second to take a shot away, and the Celtic players don't block it, and he slots in a great finish on the edge of the box. And so things were looking very good at this moment and time. So and that was it. That was the game. We managed to win 1-1. Well, what am I saying? We managed to win. We tied 1-1, but we do go through on an away goal, on one single away goal. So that is great news, guys. And you know what that means? That means we are in the Champions League next season, or the Champions Cup, which is called. But we're in the Champions League, and that's fantastic, because that's our goal. And, even though we got in through qualification, our goal in the Champions League, it's to win it. Go big or go home. That's the series I have, by the way, if you haven't watched it. But, this time we're going big or we're going home. There's no point going into the Champions League and not trying to win it. So that's our goal, to win the Champions League. We're going to try to win the league as well. So there's going to be one hell of a season. But before we really get off and running, we do have one more game, which is against Barcelona, our local rivals in the Super Cup. Basically meaning the or Copa Europe, like they call it but it's the Super Cup in real life, and it's basically the winner of the Europa League against the winner of the Champions League. So Spanish teams are really dominated in the game as well now. We won the Europa League, they won the Champions League, so things were looking really interesting, and this was going to be one hell of a game. Obviously, Jordi Alba, who we bought for them from this summer, is now playing against his old club, so that's going to be a very interesting matchup, and we'll see how we do, because it would be great to get a good result against Barcelona, and we could win our first trophy as well. Sorry, we won the Europa League last year. What am I saying? But we could win the first trophy of the season and really start off the season with a bang. So So can we do that? As in the 14th minute, Zaha is in so much place. He puts in the ball, and Lukaku just doesn't get onto it. And that was kind of a disappointing attack because it did look like things were going well. And here Lukaku does get ahead on it after a cross from Muniain, but Victor Valdez is there to take it in his hands. And Barcelona were looking extremely dangerous as well. Somehow Lionel Messi pulls that shot wide of the post, which I was really thankful about because you don't want to concede to Barcelona. And at halftime, the score was still 0-0, which wasn't the end of the world. Because we had, I thought, except for that one attack they had, we had kept them at bay for quite well. And there you guys can see, obviously they had the possession, but we had 3 shots. They had 4 shots and 2 on target towards 1 on target. So they had been the better team, but we had defended solidly, and things weren't looking bad. As in the 67th minute, we get a great chance with Juan Mata, but he just gets pushed off the ball. I think it's PK there who manages to push him off. So that was very disappointing. And we bring on Malango for Casemiro in the 85th minute because Casemiro was looking very tired. And we're into the 90th minute. Will they score some fucking EA bullshit goal? No, they won't, because the ref calls a halt to the game, which means that we are going into extra time. And extra time is always ridiculously nerve-wracking. There you guys can see they controlled the second half as well. So they had been the better team, but I still felt that we had a chance. As in the 98th minute, Muniain comes down this left wing. He plays in a ball to Lukaku. It's pushed out, but Malangu is there. Malangu, the player I bought on from the bench, the player who has been kind of put down to the bench by the signing of Gundogan, is there in the 99th minute to give us the 1-0 lead after a great header by Lukaku. And Victor Valdez saved that. There you go. And he just turns around, runs back, and then an absolutely amazing finish there, because that's a hard place to wrap your foot around, you know, when you're looking the wrong way. So I was extremely excited about that, and they come so close, as I almost score an own goal there in the 105th minute, but thankfully I don't. And I think we're gonna go into halftime here after Lukaku. Is he through? Is he going to make it 2-0? Is he going to wrap the game up? No, he is not. Oh my god, how did I miss that? But in the 120th minute, are they going to score? I have the ball. They're in their half. They have to do something now. They're going to have to push the ball up. They're just passing it around. Suddenly, I have more shots than them after I played a great extra time. And that is it, guys. I have won the Super Cup. And I was really happy about that, because if you win the Super Cup, you know, in your first season, or what am I saying, as your first trophy, that really pushes you up for the rest of the season, you know. So our players are going to be really motivated. They're Fabregas. Oh, are you sad? Look at our players celebrating. So happy. And we've had a great few months here after winning the Europa Cup. Butland is so happy he put his hand through Zaha. That is fantastic. But yeah, so we've had a fantastic few months here. First winning the Europa League and getting into the Champions League, and now winning the Super Cup. So this really bodes well for the rest of the season. You know, if we can keep up this form that we've had now, then I think we will be an extremely challenger team. You know, I think we can really go far. And look at that fireworks going off as our players celebrate with our fans, and that's always great to see. So with this extra motivation, I realized that we have to sign a center back. So from one thing to another, because Borja Lopez right now is the only center back I have as kind of backup. So the first player I thought was Kouyaté. He's an amazing player in the game. He's quite cheap. If you look at my transfer budget, I do not have a lot of money to spend anymore. So I decided to transfer for Kouyaté. He plays in Anderlecht in the Dutch league. No, the Dutch league. That would be extremely embarrassing if I got it wrong. It might be the Belgian league. No, it is the Belgian league. I do apologize. Or the Dutch league. I don't know. I do know, but I forgot. Don't judge me. Leave a comment, please. Anyway, so that's embarrassing. God, I usually know. I have, you know, pretty good football knowledge. Sometimes I just get total, you know, blackouts. But anyway, I decided to put in Moises for him and 4.5 million. That should be an offer that they should be looking to accept, unless they decide to be bitches about it, and they come back and they don't accept it. So they were bitches about it, which means that we have to increase our transfer offer. And now we don't have a lot of time left in the transfer window. We just have a few days to wrap this deal up. So I was getting kind of stressed out, so I decided to go for 4 million and Sergio Alvarez, who's worth around a bit more than 1.5 million. So I was really thinking that we could that they would accept that. And Muniain there is also injured for 4 weeks now, so that's not very good. As we roll on to transfer deadline day with no acceptance from Anderlecht yet, so things weren't looking good. as Kuyate wasn't being accepted, and I have to increase my offer to 4.5 million and Sergio Alvarez. And I really did hope that they were going to accept that, as we receive a transfer for Canella as well, who obviously is not going to be playing a lot now since we signed Jordi Alba. But I decided to reject it. He's a great player, and we do need a backup at left back. So, and he can also play left back and right back, I believe. So it's good to have him in the squad to just strengthen up my squad. But still, Anderlecht, they don't accept this bloody motherfucking offer, and we're really running out of time here. So I decided to go 5 million in Sergio Alvarez, and I was sure that that was going to work because bloody hell, it's a lot of money. But no, they still don't accept, and this was getting ridiculous as I slowly came to the realization that no matter what I offered them, they wouldn't accept it, because that was basically all the money I had, 5 million. So I can't really do anything else. So I decided to go for a loan. Really doubting that they would accept that, but I decided to go for a loan anyway, just hoping that they would accept that, because that would be fantastic. But as you can see there, I don't have enough money on my on my wage budget, so I had to go ahead and I had to go and change that, and then come back to the offer and ask for a loan again. And God, it was just frustrating. I decided not to put a future fee. I just thought that, hey, damn, can you just loan him to us? Jesus fucking Christ. But I also thought that they're probably not going to accept him for a loan, so we do have to look for another player. And I found this guy, Stefano Densville, who looked amazing. He plays in Ajax. This time I know it's in the Dutch league, obviously. So again, I didn't have like any money because I had adjusted my wage budget. So I was in a really bad situation right now, and he's worth 4.3 million. So he was a bit cheaper, but he's also 22 years old, and he had great physical stats and great defensive stats as well. So this guy would also be a very, very good backup center back if we did manage to get him. And I might be a little picky in my offer of 4.5 million in Guerrero, because Guerrero is already old, and so they're not going to let us loan Kuyate because he's too valuable to them, and that's not enough money for what's his face, for the Densville, that's his face. So, but we only have 2 hours left of the transfer window, and I'm in a really, really bad situation right now. So I had adjusted my wage budget, and I just decided to offer everything I have. I'm just like, take it, take the money, and hopefully they would come back to me, next hour and say it's accepted. Then I just give him an amazing contract, which he accepts then on the last, when there's 0 hours left. So that's how I was hoping that things would turn out. But we'll have to see, because there's not a lot of time left, and I'm looking who I should put. And I decided to put Sergio Alvarez. That's a ridiculously good offer, but then I do put it down to 5 million. But even then, that's an offer they should be accepting. The only problem is, will we have time? Ooh. As 1 hour ticks by and there is no answer. And you know what that means? That means that we're not going to get him. That means we're now stuck with Borja Lopez for the rest of the season. Or, I'm sorry, until January. So that's not very good. But shit happens. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you have, please leave a like. And be sure to subscribe. Bye-bye.